Hello, all, and welcome to another Sci-Fi Fantasy Saturday episode. Today, I'm going to unbox and take a look at Magic the Gathering Universes Beyond Doctor Who Commander Deck. This is the Timey Wimey Commander Deck, which contains Doctors 9, 10, and 11. Arguably some of the more favorites of Doctor Who fans, at least for the reboot. 10 and 11, of course, being kind of top of the list. I've already covered the other Commander decks on previous installments, and so I will put a link to those in the description down below. But this is the 10th Doctor, well, I should say the 9th, 10th, and 11th, but Timey-Wimey. So I saved the best for last, or at least the most expensive for last. This took me a while to get a hold of. Actually, I ended up spending less for this than the others because I found a deal. But this was pretty pricey, and the first one to go out of stock almost everywhere. It flew off the shelves, and but I was able to finally get my hands on it. So what is this about? Well, this is Magic the Gathering. If you're not familiar with Magic the Gathering, I don't know what to tell you. It's been it's one of the original collectible card games that kind of started off the whole craze, and it's been around since the early 90s. When I've been in and out of it numerous times myself, and my son is getting back into it. I think this is his second or third time back into it, and I'm not trying to go back into it as much as he is, but I decided that I do like Doctor Who, and I do like these, I do like Commander. So there's a lot of stuff out there to explain what Magic the Gathering is, but Commander is basically a style of play of Magic the Gathering where you have a 100-card deck. You do not have any duplicates of any of the cards, and you have an overall commander that kind of sets the theme for the deck, and you play it. It's best played in multiple settings, playing against multiple opponents as opposed to just a dual format or a pose, which a lot of Magic is. You can see here we've got, we're going to have a plane chase. That's an added feature to the Doctor Who series. It's kind of like an overall event or location that kind of changes the gameplay up for that game. Here's an example of some of the cards here. And it says, grab your companions and battle across the universe in Magic's definitive multiplayer format. The 10th Doctor bends reality with his time travel ability, adding time counters to speed up or slow down your cards. When you need to stay alive, opt to delay before outwitting your enemies in due time. The 10th Doctor. Energetic and charismatic, the 10th Doctor is always ready for adventure. He finds joy in the mundane and the strange, and he is still capable of fiery, righteous fury against his enemies. The guilt and regret from the Time War still lingers within him, driving him to make the universe a better, more peaceful place. So let's get inside this box and see what it is all about. Decided to open this one from the bottom because I think it's easier to get all the stuff out. There's the box there. Okay, and we've got some punch outs here, and I usually cut these out and keep these. Don't ask me why, but I do. And maybe it's the hoarder in me. So there is we got a deck box in here as well. Then we got another punch out here on the back. A couple of punch outs here. And there you have that. You get a little deck box to store everything back in, except for the plane chase cards. They will not fit in there. But there's your deck box to go along with the others. Here is your life counter. For Commander, it goes up to, what do we go up to here? 40, 50? Starts at 40. And then you can keep track of your life there. Here is an insert talking about the rules, or giving a little overview of this Commander deck, but also talks maybe about some of the mechanics that are unique to this deck. So here's General Commander rules. Here's the Plane Chase rules. So you got that here. Talking about playing the deck. And the 10th Doctor and Rose Tyler. But she was a holdover from the 9th Doctor. And talks about your colors and the like. I thought I might talk about the mechanics that are in here, maybe not. It's pulling from some older mechanics and then putting a new spin on them in here. Let's open up this here. This is the Plane Chase cards. Plus we get a collector's booster sample pack. So we'll crack that open as well. Let's look at some of these Plane Chase cards here. So we have the Lux Foundation Library. So when you have this, is going to kind of be kind of a global effect. That's going to affect all the players. Ooh, that's where they had the astronaut, or the astronaut suit. Amy's home. Ood. Ooh, look at that. Bad Wolf Bay. 2 Streams. Prime Minister's Cabinet Room. New York, New York. Pompeii. And then we're back to that. So there are those. Put that over here. What do you say? Should we save this for the end? Yeah, let's save this for the end. Let's get into this deck here. This is what you wanted to see. What are the cards that are included in here? And I've done added a MTG or Magic the Gathering playlist to my games and other stuff section. So I might do more MTG. I've got some commander decks my son and I worked on, and he might want to, he suggested maybe I just go over some of those and submit them to your scrutiny. Look here. There's a Learn to Play. So if you want to do a scan there to learn how to play Magic, there you go. Popular Magic formats. And this deck is built for Commander. Here's a simple how to play right there. Cool. These are some tokens. And tokens are just kind of stand-ins. Sometimes these are created by other cards or called into being, and so they kind of serve as a little bit of a token there. A lot of soldiers. Okay, some aliens. Okay, let's flip this bad boy over and see what we have in here. This is what you really want to see. Get a little bit closer so you can see all the goodness here. So there is the 10th Doctor. Of course, legendary. In order to be a commander, you have to be legendary. He's a 3/5. 3 is attack, 5 is defense. His casting is 1 blue, 1 red, and 3 colorless. And he's got his special ability is this Timey Wimey, which is about manipulating time tokens, I believe. Or time counters, I should say. So there's the 10th Doctor. And this is the hard, thick version of it. Kind of, you might use this for Commander to have that out there because it's nice and sturdy. But then you get a regular Magic card, which is kind of a foil. So it's got a little bit of a glossy there. Rose Tyler, one of his legendary companions. Try going a little bit close, about as close as I can get there. Well, she gets pretty. She pumps up pretty good if you add time counters to her. And then his a special ability, Doctor's Companion. You can have two commanders in if the other is the Doctor. So she can be out there in the commander. Commander, that's like a special zone that the commander can be in. And so they don't necessarily go to the discard pile when they get removed. They go to a spot where you can pop them back out. Relatively simple cost there too. One white and one colorless. Wilfred Mott. Look at that. Human soldier. Okay. Everybody lives. Everything comes to dust. Ooh, look at that. That looks like, wow, that's interesting. Very expensive, but kind of a board wipe. But might be able to keep your stuff there. 4 Nox. Legendary artifact. A lot of white here. The Wedding of River Song. It's the 11th Doctor there. Crack in Time. That's something that was more prevalent during the 11th Doctor, and Amy Pond kind of followed her around in several episodes. The Girl in the Fireplace. So this is a saga. They brought sagas back for the Doctor Who Commander there. Interesting. Martha Jones, another companion. She's got clue tokens. That's kind of cool. You know, if you are a fan of the show and a fan of Magic, then this is kind of a no-brainer, this Commander set, because it's really interesting how they bring the aspects of the game and the show together. If you're just a fan of the show, this is kind of interesting, or if you're just a fan of Magic, then I don't know. There's plenty of other stuff out there that, you know, for Magic is always pumping out new stuff. Donna Noble, another companion. There's Amy Pond. And she's got a partner, Rory. Let's see when Rory pops up. There. Nope, that's not it yet. But, I mean, it's. I haven't had a chance to play this a lot or read a lot about it, but about how these different commander decks work, or how they play. So this is a dual card here. There's the 9th Doctor. But this is really for the people that are fans of both. Parting the Waves. There's the Bad Wolf. Whoops. Here's the 9th Doctor. Only lasted a season. Sally Sparrow. Time Lord Soldier. Okay, I think that is that's the Doctor's daughter or something. I think they used the DNA or genetics there. There's Rory. And of course, whenever they show Rory, they always show him in his Roman attire. Here's the 11th Doctor. And 11th Doctor, I wasn't a big fan of the 10th Doctor, and so 11th Doctor, you know, grew on me. I wasn't out of the box. It wasn't out of the TARDIS. It wasn't a big fan of his, but I mean, he really grew on me, and I really end up ranking him pretty high. I probably put 10th, 12th, and 11th in that order as my as the Doctors that I've enjoyed the most. I didn't really get into the series until the reboot. There's the War Doctor. That's cool that you get him. But I mean, some of the earlier Doctor, I've gone back and watched some of the older episodes as well. That's the Soul of the TARDIS. It's kind of cool. It's a whole episode on that. Face of Bo. That's a good movie. They did a special episode kind of movie for that. It's cool. Another double. Dinosaurs on a Spaceship. Remember that episode? Kate Stewart. Rotating Fireplace. And so you're not going to see any doubles here. This is Commander, so everything is one of a kind. That's kind of cool card there. Another board wipe. Need to have one of those. I think if you're fans of the show too, you just like some of the art and how it's pulling back. Some of the stuff is kind of cool. Temple of Triumph. Sorry about that. You can always just pause if you want to see something a little bit closer. There's that astronaut. Get some lands here. That's cool. Comes a copy. Hopefully you can pause and see what. Ooh, that's from the Angels. Oh, I love that one. My favorite episode. Or episodes. They pop up like 2 or 3 times between the 10th and the 11th, and then the 13th brings them back in kind of a big way. Psychic paper, got to have that. Here's the TARDIS, which is an artifact, of course. Sonic screwdriver, everybody needs one. And some of these things they've done cards, they've just kind of adapted them from other cards. Oh, there's a Cyberman head. Cool. I love how they did that. Talismanic of Conviction. The bow tie. That was a big one for the 11th Doctor. And more lands here. Good stuff. There's a Weeping Angel. What you looked. God, I can't believe you guys looked. Or blinked. Sorry. You blinked. Don't blink. I'll go back to that. These are just plains. Just regular lands here. Plains, islands, and mountains. Okay, so there you have it. That is what you get in a box of Timey Wimey. Let's do the big reveal here with the booster that you get in one of these. Discover the coolest cards. Here we go. So we got the Master formed anew. Look at that. That's cool. Exotic Orchard. Very cool. So there you have it. That is what you get in Timey Wimey. Right there, Timey Wimey. Commander deck from Magic the Gathering, Universes Beyond, Doctor Who. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Love to know your thoughts on this deck or any of the other decks that I've covered, over time as they kind of fly in here. And love to know what you think about any of them. Feel free to drop them in the comments down below. Thanks all. Take care. And I almost forgot the die again. This, I think, goes with the plane chase cards. It's kind of hidden in there. So you got a couple of symbols there, and the rest blank. There you go.
Thanks for watching.